Hi friends, my name is Bharat D, URK20 CS2113. Today we are going to see a question in software engineering lab. The question is software requirements specifications. Here are the things. The first thing, we need to arrangement of the contents, where we have introduction, overall description, specific requirements, technologies and limitations of the project. Then we have SRS specifications, preparation format, introduction, overall description, SRS preparation guidelines. These are the things we are going to do. Now let's see how this program has been done. This is my program. The arrangement of contents. The first thing is the sequence in which the project of the material should be arranged is: first the cover page, the page in the same page, the table of contents, introduction, overall description, specification, technologies used, limitations of the project. The SRS specification should be in A4 size. These are the and should be minimum 40 pages and should not extend 50 pages. Then the preparation of the format. Now let's go to the introduction. The first thing we do is purpose. The purpose is should mention the objectives of the project. I need to explain the project using this experiment, exercise number 10. Purpose of the program, or purpose of online voting system. Then we have a scope, should describe the scope of the project. Then we have overall description. Overall description is product perspective and software interface, hardware interface, product functionalities, user characteristics, constraints, architecture diagram shown, use case diagram, class diagram, sequence diagram, database design ER, and schema. These are the things we are going to do. Now let's start with specific requirements. Use case reports should specify functions of the user's requirements and the non-requirements also. The technologies used to build these applications are some languages of IDE with features, plugins, and explanations of framework, and explanation of developments documentation. Now we'll see the SRS prep guidelines. Tables and figures in the chapter should be placed in the immediate vicinity of the reference where they are seated. These are the things how it is being done. Now let's go to the program. I've given the introduction about the e-voting system. This application is called online voting system. This application is made more easy. This application is so easy that the old people who could not who could not vote, or who are not eligible to vote, could come and do the things. This process is more secured and also can be done using. This process is more secured and contains only 2 to 3 chains, like voter, the server, and the polling officers. And it is so even in these COVID situations, most of the votings are not healthy manner, because it could also lead to death, where people of 4 to 5 people join together for voting. It's too dangerous. But with the help of e-voting system, it's more easy, and this is how it is being done. And it is also eco-friendly, and you don't need to nature does not get harmed during this purpose like this. And the purpose of this application is to make voting easy, and make it as user friendly, and all the voters could vote it comfortably using e-voting system. Then the scope of this is: the proposed system for online voting system is computerized. Today, in the era of computers, the software project solves all the problems discussed in the above and the present system. The main objectives of developing this project is to save time and money. The proposed system provides the following features and different tasks. The things that are done, all the details related to voters could be found in one place, like voter details, votes counted, votes declined, attendance of the voters, and other details, etc., will be monitored using election movement. So this could also be easy for the electors. The definitions here for this are: OVS means online voting system, SRS means software requirement system, e-voting means is also referred as online voting system, NA means not applicable. This reference is also taken using Google. and the technologies to be used is these are the technologies which could be used: XML, Web, UML, RAD, Java, HTML. All that you can also do using this scripted languages. The overview is online voting system is created to organize an election, votes, counting result, and also display them. How many voters can vote and how many times have the voters can win, all could be registered and be monitored. Overall description: this application is called as online voting system or e-voting system. This is a more easy way where the people could come and vote easily, where it is also 2 to 3 process step, and it is also eco-friendly and all the. And this is the no there is no malpractice or no harm, no hacking could be done because the server and algorithms have been done well. Now let's go to the product perspective. The OVS is fully independent product. That means the OVS is the online voting system. Our product is not a part of any other system. We have interfaces such as user interfaces, administration, and voter interfaces. In the administrations, the list of account is there present, and the declined accounts is viewed by the administrator. In the view of the system, if the administrator's view is nearly added to the voters, the administrator will be able to access the information of voter and manage them. Then the next thing is the voter interface. At the start of the program, there will be a login screen where the user have to enter his name, password. After, the home page will be displayed of the informations. Report will be generated that about the voting status, whether you voted or your vote is declined, will be printed there. And the software interference, there are front end client, web server, database server, backend server, and development tools. Now we have the hardware interface, whereas software requirements, hardware requirements, and product functionalities comes into play. The software requirements are the system will run only and will run under after Windows 98, Windows 98 and above operating systems. And the 9 and 8, the system must have a word processor. The hardware requirements are it should be about 130 or 128 RAM, Pentium 3 processor, or 500 MB disk, the basic requirements for a computer or a lab. Product functionalities: online voting system is to attempt to simulate a basic management system that enables to perform the following functions: maintaining the voters list, voter information, voter ID, ballot information, and everything. The next one is the updating the database of the administrator, where it is like when you go to for normal voting, the certain criteria should be ticked, then only you will be able to vote. The same thing applies here. Without some certain criteria, your name, your father's name, date of birth, voting booth slip, and voting proof, voter proof, without these things the voting could not be done. This is how it is done. Then the next thing is the user category characteristics. The basic thing to run this application is the user must used to know how to run a mobile phone or a laptop, and any language which the server could be run. That's not a problem. The only thing is the user must know at least to run a phone or a laptop, and that is the most essential thing in the online voting system. Then the constraints: the username and password are only for the users, which could not be shared outside. Only registered voters and administrators are allowed. Only the certain persons who have ticked the criteria would be allowed to join and to vote. The first thing is the use case model diagram. Here is a voter, system administration, and polling officer. I have been explained the use case model in the previous records, and the same as the class diagram, sequence diagram. This is the activity diagram, component diagram, deployment diagram, assumptions and dependencies. The user and their roles are predefined. That means you could not change any of the server or things there. If any attempt for that would be considered a small practice or hacking. This predefined applications cannot be changed by the user or administration in order for security reasons. The use case report. There are not many class names here. System administration, voter, polling officer, candidate, and election commission are the main coins here. The first one is the system administration, manages the whole election process. Next one is the voter, manages the voting process. Next one is the polling officer, manages the polling process. Candidates check the polling, and the election commission manages the whole process of the election. Then we have the functional requirements. In functional requirements, we have district electors, election eligibility, elector cast vote, tally vote, the basic scenario how the election is being done. The non-functional requirements are reliability, security, performance, that the things that we not need to worry. Then we have the supplementary requirements, then secure access of confidential data, 24 into 7 availability, because in case while voting, if there has been any some server issues, there must be someone to resolve it, and that it should be able to run even in power cuts, UPS failures, and etc. And that UPS should be provided so that 24 hours service can be provided. Better component for design, even if so many people use the same application at the same time, it should run smoothly and should not jam or hang. That's and the flexible service on based management of future extension. This is how this program is done, and this is my program. Thank you, friends.